Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. We have an Ask the Expert segment with the Natural Food Pantry over the next couple of segments. Please send us your questions. Ottawa.morning@ctv.ca is our email. You can give us a note on Facebook or you can call us live on the air 789-6559 extension 2803. Of course, there are 3 locations for the Natural Food Pantry throughout the city. One on Riverside Drive, one on Richmond, and one the new location out in Canada on Hazeldean. Great to have our guests with us, both nutritionists at the Natural Food Pantry, Andre Desiro and Melanie C. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So there's so many topics you could literally come up with. You could go through each section of the store and make that a full show. But what we're going to talk about right now is pretty much sports nutrition, and with active lifestyles, what people really need to be putting into the system prior to and afterwards to kind of balance everything out.
That's right.
You probably get a lot of questions for people coming in saying, I'm about to go do this, what do I need in my system?
Yeah, exactly. We get a lot of questions. People do active lifestyle, so that's awesome. But you do have to prepare for that. You have to have proper nutrition before and afterwards. A lot of people forget about that, but it's like essential. It's 80% of what you do for an active lifestyle is nutrition.
How much of it do you like to put on products or on things that you know you want to be doing in just in general eating? Like, what's the balance like for that?
The main thing for me is getting your eating down right. That's, whenever I have a client, I'm always trying to make sure that they're eating properly first before we actually try any supplementation. That's the key, because if you can't do that, again, these are supplements. They're not a meal. They're there to help you, and that's about it. So as long as you know what you're eating first off, then get into the supplement world.
Because this becomes an investment in terms of trying to put the best things into your body, right? But if you're not starting out on the right, that doesn't help to put, to invest in something like this and then go home and then.
Well, there's an argument that you shouldn't even be hitting the gym until you actually get your nutrition down.
Well, most of it is done.
Yeah.
We know the statistics, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter how often you're at the gym if you're not eating right.
Especially at New Year's.
You've heard that one before. Go through some of the products that you like or some of the things that you like to recommend to people.
Well, we usually like to recommend a good protein supplement. Make sure people are getting enough protein is absolutely essential, especially if you want that muscle recovery. Right? You go in the gym, you break down that muscle, but you need to have protein to repair it. So we do usually recommend nice protein. We've got vegetarian versions. We have whey protein isolates that actually we make. The Natural Food Pantry actually makes these in-house. So these are essential after workout to make sure that you have that muscle recovery.
Well, is it nice to be able to have your own brand in terms of understanding what's being done and what the Natural Food Pantry believes in to have their own product like that?
Yeah, it's great because we know exactly what goes into it. We make it ourselves. We know it's a high quality product, and it's actually a great price point as well.
I know. You could have someone who's a petite person coming in, and then you can have someone who's, big male, 6'3", 200 and some pounds. You come back to the same types of products, or each of them are going to have their own difference or different needs?
You can typically take the same product, just you don't need as much. If you're petite or, obviously if you're bigger, get a little bit more protein. But it's, not to say that one size fits all, but you have to adapt the supplement to yourself.
Andre, what for you do you like seeing some of the products?
I've used almost every one of them except the fish oil because I'm fatally allergic, so that's not such a great thing.
That's not a good idea.
No, but you know what? I do recommend that one to my clients because it's fish oil we don't get enough of. If you're eating a high processed food diet, you need omega-3s in your diet. And that's a perfect way of getting one.
Is this what we're looking at right here?
That's right.
That's right.
Different ways of taking it. I'm sure I've tried a number of them. This is the liquid form. If you can do it, great.
If you can, great. I have one for my son. I give him fish oils, and I actually give him a pina colada version, and he loves it. And not to say that I'm, setting the tone for the future, but we'll see. But there's various forms that you can get, whether liquid or pill. And then in the liquid, we can even go further with different flavors.
Okay, they're flavored now.
Yeah, there's something for everybody, really. Mm-hmm. There's like a chocolate raspberry. It's just amazing. Like, it tastes like something you put on ice cream.
Really?
It's come a long way.
I haven't seen any of those. I tried to suffer through it originally in this plain form, and then I had to change to the capsules. So there's flavors for all of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people actually put these on salads as like a dressing. They actually are really versatile now.
So not that you have to actually force yourself into taking it a couple, that you just add it to some of the foods that you're serving.
Yeah.
If you're hardcore, we still have cod liver oil, unflavored.
Yeah. Do you have people that, when you say hardcore, that people come in, they know what they're looking for, they've done the research, and they're looking for the products?
Yeah, absolutely. We get a mix. We get people that are coming and they know exactly what they want, but then we get people that don't know and they feel very overwhelmed. I mean, it's a huge store, lots of different products, and nutritionists are there at every single store. There's over 20 nutritionists. At least 2 of them are at each location at weekends, evenings, you name it. So come and ask us questions.
I think that's the key, because it can be intimidating, for someone who is changing their lifestyle and is looking to do all this stuff. Just walking into the store can seem like, where do I even start?
Yeah, it's very overwhelming, and we totally understand that. And like we were saying, I mean, not every product is for everyone, so we can help you find out what is good for each individual, what would work for you, your lifestyle, what's best suited for your price point. We'll help you figure it all out.
Okay, perfect. And I know people are going to be asking questions, which is the great part about Ask the Expert. So we're going to take a commercial break. We're looking for your calls, for your questions, to ask both Melanie and Andre anything, especially as they're coming in as nutritionists. There's the number to call, 789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning@ctv.ca is the email. You can send us a message on Facebook as well. We're talking with the Natural Food Pantry. Keep in mind there are a number of locations. One's located on Riverside Drive, the other on Hazeldean, and one in Westboro on Richmond Road. Naturalfoodpantry.ca is their website.